Hello and welcome to Shanghai. I am Chen Xuan. Here on Dragon TV, Monday through Friday, we'll bring you stories to decode and explore China. We'll look at business, tech, urban life, culture and sports, everything going on here in the city. Effective December 1st, 2023, the National Immigration Administration officially began issuing and implementing a new version of the Permanent Resident ID card for the People's Republic of China for foreigners. The updated design is more visually appealing, incorporates advanced technological features, and offers greater convenience for public use. Having long intended to apply for the 5-star card, Tim visited the Shanghai Public Security Bureau's Overseas Development Service Center in Hongqiao to learn about the eligibility criteria and application process for the card.
This is the 5-star card, and today we're going to go through how you can apply for one of these, which will give you permanent residency in China. Of course, this is not mine, but I'm here at the Shanghai Public Security Bureau's Overseas Development Service Center in Hongqiao. So what is this 5-star card all about? What is it good for? Well, the first and most important aspect is permanent residency in China. So that means you can come and go without needing a visa, although the card does need to be renewed every 10 years. It also replaces your passport for all official purposes inside of China. So that's everything from banking and taxes to checking into a hotel or even buying a railway ticket. Pretty much anything where you'd previously have used your passport, you'd now use the 5-star card instead. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having us here today.
Yeah, good afternoon. So my name is Chen Yusi. Welcome to the International Talent Direct Communication Platform.
Now, you're going to tell us all about who can apply for one of these new 5-star cards.
Of course.
So first of all, why don't you show us the new card and take us through some of the security features first.
Of course. So this is our new version of the Foreign Permanent Resident ID card, aka 5-star card. The reason why we call it because we put a 5-star thimble background patterns on the front, and there is a 5-star thimble on the back, print with the optical variable ink, so that no one can fake it.
Right.
On the front of the card, you can see all your information here, like your name, your nationality, your date of birth, and so on. So the main difference between the new one and the old one is that the ID number here increased from 15 to 18 digits.
Officer Chen told me old versions of the card will remain valid until their expiration date. But like a passport, once your new one's issued, your old one stops being valid. Foreigners who want to apply for a 5-star card must comply with Chinese laws, which I hope you're doing anyway. You must be in good health, that is to say, it's necessary to provide a physical examination certificate, and you also need both international and Chinese criminal record certificates. Of course, you must also bring the application form and a photo.
So we're going to go through the 3 broad categories of people who can apply for a 5-star card in China, and the first of those is working personnel. So take us through that.
For working personnel, there are a number of different ways to apply. You can apply as senior management or technical staff at a well-known company like one of the Fortune Top 500 in Shanghai. You can apply if you earn more than 6 times to average Shanghai salary and pay 20% or more in income tax for 4 consecutive years. If you work in the Lingang New Sector area, there are some special policies which will make it easier to apply. Also, if you have had a residence permit for high-level talent for more than 3 years, you can also apply for the 5-star card.
So that covers working personnel. Our second broad category is special talent. So why don't you tell us a bit more about that?
Those special personnel are foreigners who have made outstanding contribution to the country or especially needed by the country. If they got a recommendation from Shanghai Municipal People's Government, then they can apply. And for other high-level talents who meet the talent standard of those important development areas, which we have mentioned, like Pudong New Area, Hongqiao International CBD, and also get the recommendation letter from them, then they can apply for the 5-star card.
And I understand that there are some other types of working personnel 5-star cards that are specific if you work in academia.
Yes, there's also a category for workers with doctoral degrees, so you can apply if you have a PhD. Or if you are an associate professor or a professor at a national research institution or university, you can apply for the 5-star card as well. For anyone applying for the 5-star card as working personnel, you will need a recommendation letter from your current employer.
One last important category is for foreigners with Chinese ancestry or former Chinese citizens who now hold foreign passports and who have worked in key development sectors for at least 4 years. The relevant processing conditions may be adjusted in accordance with changes in national policies. For further details, please call the China Immigration Service Hotline 12367. So it sounds like a terrifically convenient thing to have. The 5-star card really simplifies a lot of the administrative tasks that we all have to go through. I'm definitely going to apply for one. I'm told the process takes a few months, around 6 months from start to finish. So if I apply for my 5-star card today, I can have it early next year.
Well, if you think Shanghai is just about skyscrapers and xiaolongbao, think again. This city is buzzing with creative energy. Zhang Yue takes you behind the scenes at 3 must-see events that prove the city isn't just on the cultural map, it's where the world's critics, creators, and ideas connect.
The world's sharpest art critics just faced off on the Bund for the 11th International Awards for Art Criticism. Think of it as the World Cup finals, but for all things art. This year, pens and ideas from 48 countries were in the game.
Shanghai has become a familiar haunt for me after 11 editions of the awards. It's become one of my favorite cities. The liveliness, the young people, everything is very attractive.
This year's winner, Song Hailing, a Chinese doctoral student, with a brilliant piece on how smell can be a tool for deep criticism. But the real story isn't just who won, it's where and why this matters.
It has an amazingly kind of rich and huge population within Shanghai, but it's also a global city which attracts people from across the world. It's an amazing kind of nexus for culture, writing, art and criticism.
In an age where AI can generate content in seconds, what's the point of human criticism? One of the judges had an interesting take on it.
I always take the analogy with slow food. They should try and reflect and digest rather than always wanting to communicate the latest news. It's a matter of looking and thinking and reflecting.
The conversation don't stop at criticism. If thoughtful writing helps us rethink art, large-scale exhibitions show us how those ideas take shape in the world. Which is why Biennale, the International Biennial of Contemporary Art of the South, arrived in Shanghai at exactly the right moment. Spanning 130 venues in 76 cities, 34 countries. Its entire route begins at Kilometer Zero in Buenos Aires' historic Montreff Museum, once an immigrant hotel. From that origin, a transnational topography of contemporary art unfolds across continents.
其实我觉得最有趣的一方面是我们这边是离他们那个原地是最远的一个地方嘛，我们正好上海这些天也有双年展，我们也能看到一些关于上海双年展的一些布展什么的，也是在我们这个塞外这个露台上，24个小时都可以来看看。
As kilometer 19,640, the work on view at the Cervantes Institute Shanghai comes from Argentine artist Julian Pessin. The project draws inspiration from his fragmented memories of Pucón in southern Chile, where the original landscapes are transformed into graphic symbols and text.
I'm making different versions about these landscapes in different materials. In this occasion, this is a material that can stand outdoor. It's going to be here until March. It's not the same that artwork that is inside the room, inside a museum, but it's for everyone.
Now to switch gears completely, imagine seeing priceless works by modern masters like Tu Tei-chun and George Matthew. You'd expect a mega museum, right? In Shanghai, you find them here. This is a century-old mansion on Changle Road. The exhibition, titled Lumière de Lumière, is a perfect fit for the city.
朱德群和乔治马修呢是两位现代大师。通常呢，观众们是在美术馆或者是拍卖行的预展当中看到他们的作品。那这次呢是一个完全不同的沉浸式的一个展览的体验。在展现艺术的同时，我们是希望去展现一个属于人文的风貌。
It's not just about viewing art; it's about feeling the soul of the city, where every space, even a quiet old villa, can become a vessel for light and big ideas.
Well, if you've got any questions for us, you can find us on all the socials. All our content is available online, but we do want to hear from you, so join us on Dragon TV Monday to Friday. Thank you for watching. See you next time.